They're a husband and wife team that just happens to both be Academy Award nominated. They're both in the movie Krystal, that's in theaters near you a week from tomorrow. The director, William H. Macy, also in the film with Felicity Huffman. Here together. Good to see you both.
I know. We so rarely do this.
It's fun.
I think it's the first time we've been on a talk show together. So
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I think
We're
that's
losing our charity.
True.
What?
What?
You're losing your... Yeah, well...
You did
Sorry.
say that out loud.
I know.
It's
I'm sorry.
it's absolutely fine because, you know...
This is not
is this a first? No, is this a first for us, too?
Husband and wife team?
Yeah.
You better lie. That's all I can say.
Totally.
Be a good boyfriend and just
Absolutely.
lie.
First of all time.
You know, my wife has sat in this chair when I'm out of it. She's a fill-in host for this show. So that's the husband and wife combination. It's just in one chair, not two like this.
All right.
So you guys, how many times have you guys worked together then?
A lot,
A lot.
but we try to make it special when we do it. I mean, we try to make sure it's the right project so that it remains special. And this one was. It just seemed perfect. And it's if I do say so, it's my favorite part of the film, I got to say. When Felicity came down, you could just feel the whole thing rise up a little bit. She came down, she was prepared, and she jumped right into it. And it was a shot of adrenaline for everyone.
That's so sweet. He likes me.
I love
Yeah. This is like I'm really touched by this whole thing. That's pretty cool. So you know, Felicity, you were in Sports Night
Yeah.
back in the day, where
Back
you
in the
were a
Paleolithic
producer of essentially the Sports Center
That you did back then.
that I was doing at the time.
Yeah. Aaron came and interviewed you, right?
He did, and we gave him some ideas that actually did wind up in the show.
I love that.
How come you never came to Bristol, Connecticut to kick the tires on that, Felicity?
I know nothing about sports.
At
I
all?
mean, no. Aaron said that Sports Night was about sports the way Charlie's Angels is about law enforcement, and I fit right into that. I know nothing about anything about sports.
Oh man,
Sports
I love
not
this
sports
show.
not on in your house at all?
Never.
Very often? Have you ever? What was the last sporting event you've been to, Felicity? What was the last
Oh,
one
I
you've
went
been
to a basketball game.
Okay, which one was this?
It was
was
in
it?
L.A.
Here in L.A.
Yeah.
Lakers.
I don't know.
guess.
I don't know if it was the Lakers. They were very tall.
Okay, they were very tall.
They had a ball.
Okay, and
big sneakers.
and they scored.
Sorry.
That's
And
okay.
yes, they scored. I
Okay.
don't know which.
All
So
right.
that's as much as I did.
That's
And
good.
I was on the good seats on the floor.
Now you have to be careful because if you extend your legs a little bit too far, you might actually trip one of these guys.
I know,
Which
it's
is
true.
like I think a Curb Your Enthusiasm type moment. Rick Fox is in this film, right? Rick
Yep.
Fox is in Krystal.
And he's very funny.
So how did Rick Fox get hooked up with this film?
Rick did about 2 shows on Shameless, this TV show that I'm on, and
Yes, indeed.
he and I pretended to snort 2 pounds of cocaine, if my memory serves. That was the thing.
You sure this wasn't Boogie Nights? Which
Yeah,
okay,
really.
all right.
We had the best time. I mean, it's sort of, it's
All right,
sort
now
of.
you have to finish this story fast because if it's Rick Fox, you're talking about having fun snorting cocaine.
Well, even though it's fake white powder and you're just pretending, there's something about it. It's Pavlovian, and we just had the best time. And also, acting-wise, there's no wrong. You can do anything you jolly well please because you're supposed to be just blasted out of your mind on coke.
Right.
Anyway, I had the best time with him, and he was perfect for this role. And I called him up and I said, "Will you do it?" And he said, "Yeah."
Right.
My favorite kind of interaction with an actor. They just say yes.
And he just came on and he's got the chops. He's got the acting chops.
Oh yeah, he's really good, and he's stupidly good looking, and that was important for this role. And he's smart and fast, and he's got that he can play an audience. He knows his stuff.
That's interesting.
Right. And so when it all comes down to it, William H. Macy and Felicity Huffman here on the Rich Eisen Show, working together, how does that work when you guys are offset? How does that work? Felicity, you want to handle that one, or how does that work?
You mean talking about the biz when
Yeah,
we're
I guess so.
at home?
Yeah.
We do it.
Yeah, we do it. Bill always says, when I'm sober, I'm really professional. We've worked together our whole lives. I think we worked together before we were a couple. So
When did you first meet then in that regard?
We met in the theater in New York.
The Atlantic Theater Company,
yeah.
which still exists. It's one of the best off-Broadway houses there, and we were both members.
So was Mamet Cupid for you guys?
Yeah, I guess he was
Yeah,
kind of
he
Cupid.
was.
Actually,
Boy.
a guy named Scott Ziegler was really Cupid for us.
Okay.
But, And we had one rule, and I think we've pretty much stuck to that, which is we don't talk about it literally in bed. So, because we talk shop a lot. So if we're on a project and we're lying down, someone goes, I have an idea. You both have to stand up and then talk. You can't do it while you're in bed.
Right. So that's a hard and fast rule for something like that.
It's not a good idea, I think, for people who are in the same business to talk about it at home. But for some reason, that's what we're all
Yeah.
about. We met each other talking about this stuff, and we both love acting and showbiz in the same way. So it works for us.
It works great. Also, you act with someone like Bill, and it raises the level of your game, I have to say. You know,
Okay.
good actors. I guess good athletes are the same way.
Yes, they are.
You see, I said something about athletes.
By the way, look at you. You think you actually said something that was spot on when it came to Did you never play at
Yeah,
sports?
I love sports. I play a lot of sports.
Okay, so which ones do you play?
I ski raced. I play tennis. I play softball and soccer all through high school and into college.
Okay. Where'd you go to school?
NYU.
NYU. Yeah, I'm just going to, they don't have much of a sports program there, very
No.
much at all.
She's a magnificent skier, though.
Okay.
That's really fun to
That
watch.
works out. William H. Macy and Felicity Huffman here on the Rich Eisen Show. We have something they called Start Bench Cut that we like to play here, where I give you a choice of 3, and then you go ahead and have to choose which one you start. Bench, meaning, it doesn't start, but it's something that's still on your team. And
Still on the team.
And cut is
Cut,
out
we
the
know.
door.
In our
Okay.
business, we say, go a different direction.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's play Start Bench
It's
Cut.
time. Start.
We get a
bench.
surprise.
Sit down and be quiet.
What do we get if we win?
There are no prizes.
Okay,
There
I'm
are
out
no-
of here. See ya.
There are no winners. There are no losers.
Yeah, there
This
are.
is a sports show. What are you talking about? You guys have to get prizes.
We're just
okay, I'm ready.
We're just just honored to be nominated for Start Bench Cut. Really.
And blah, blah, blah.
Okay, this one's for you, William.
Okay.
The best Felicity Huffman performance: Desperate Housewives, American Crime, Transamerica, for which Felicity was nominated for an Oscar. Start
I
Bench Cut.
just got the perfidy of this little game. I get to say that I would play Transamerica and a New York Minute, but now I got to cut one of your
Yes.
things. You know what? I would change the rules and play all 3. So there.
I
I watched-
Do that.
You don't have prizes. You can't boo.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay, cut Housewives. Except it paid for everything. that we- Okay, cut Transamerica. It paid for nothing.
Okay. See, that's what it's all about the
Yeah.
Benjamins. Correct in that regard. And you'd start what then?
American Crime. You'd start
I'd
John
start
Ridley,
American Crime,
Yeah,
Totally.
there you go. Very good. All right, this one's for you then, Felicity. Best William H. Macy performance: Fargo, The Cooler, Boogie Nights. Start Bench Cut.
I would start with The Cooler. I would bench Fargo, and I would cut Boogie Nights.
Why are you cutting Boogie Nights?
Because,
she's
man,
got
you
to.
made up the rules.
Okay.
Thank God we're not our own agents, eh?
Let's do 2 more here. Favorite Chicago sports icon, William?
Like,
Walter Payton, Michael Jordan, Harry Carey. Start Bench Cut.
Okay, I'd start Walter. I did a commercial with him one time. Really cool guy.
Which commercial did you do with him?
Oh, God only knows. A car company. A car company.
A
Maybe
car
a car.
Come on.
A
hold minute.
local thing.
Did Jerry Lundegaard do that commercial?
No, Walter Payton did. And I was the other. That was the little kid who was saying stupid things.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I would. Okay, what were the 3 again?
It's Walter Payton, Michael Jordan, Harry Carey. So you're starting Walter. Now, do you bench Michael or?
No, you got to put Michael on the bench. Harry,
Okay.
I love you like a brother, but I'd have to.
Did you ever
cut.
meet him?
No, I never did. What a great guy, though.
I met him one time. I was at in grad school at Northwestern Medill School of Journalism. They were naming Tom Trebelhorn the new manager of the Chicago Cubs in 1994. They had a noon press conference. I showed up at 10 a.m. just to be early because I was a college kid. He was already 3 Bloody Marys into the day.
No kidding.
1,000%.
He was funny. I was a Cubs fan. I lived on Sheffield, so they held out tickets for day of the game, and I spent a lot of time and did a lot of damage to my liver at Wrigley Field.
I bet you did,
Yeah.
because Harry did too. All right, last one for you, Felicity. Things you'd rather do with William H. Macy: be directed by him, act with him, dance with him.
Wow.
Start, bench, cut.
Start, bench, cut. I would say I would like to act with him. Start. I would like to be directed by him.
On the
And then
bench?
I'd have to cut dancing with you. I'm sorry, darling.
Oh, I would have too. You chose well.
We were gonna
Although
go.
I love dancing with you.
We were gonna go singing. Do you guys do karaoke ever?
Actually, he can sing.
What's your go-to karaoke, William?
No, he writes songs on his ukulele.
Oh, okay. On your ukulele.
I'm a ukulele man.
Look at that.
Uke can save the world.
So, just let's talk before I let you guys go about Krystal in theaters near you again on April 13th, a week from tomorrow. What did you enjoy most about this, Felicity?
Well, I loved being directed by Bill. I loved acting with him, but I also think it's just such a great ensemble. It's Rosario Dawson and Nick Robinson and Kathy Bates and
T.I.'s in this also?
T.I.'s in it. He's so funny. It's really great.
God, they're just wonderful actors all in it. So every time I showed up on set, no matter who I was acting with, I have a very small part. It was just a thrill to watch all these people act. And also, I think it's great to have a sweet, hopeful movie in these times, and that's what it is.
It's a literary piece. It's very smart. There are 7 or 8 major characters, and they all have a plot, beginning, middle, and end. And it was really difficult. It's a difficult story to tell. It was so sophisticated and complex. I liked the challenge. It's my kind of movie.
So you say it's complex when it's a teenage kid with a heart ailment who goes to AA because he's trying to hit on a stripper who has all sorts of drug problems.
It's one of those,
and then it's a family comedy on top of it.
Yeah.
So that's what you mean by confusing and difficult and complex.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things that is very complex, and but the result is simple. It looks like a simple story when you watch it, but the pieces are myriad, and it was a tough get to figure out how to do this thing.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming in here.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming
Thank you,
on
sir.
here. I'm a big fan of both of yours.
Oh, back at you.
Thank you very much. You got it. Felicity Huffman and William H. Macy here on The Rich Eisen Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.